All right, continuing week one, game one of the AGL. Milwaukee has that 5-0 lead. Denver's got the ball back. Flip that back over. Jalen Church is our key player. 2-5. R versus X for the offense and X for the defense. Typically, it is best to not match the defense if you can avoid it. But on X plays, that's not always true. Let me see. I'm going to go X versus X here, just for fun, just to see what happens. Jalen Church is going to, in either case, R or X, he would add 1 to this die roll. So XX 10 is the final result. Modified. Quarterback rolls out, pass complete for 3 points, and we already know that goes to Jalen Church because he was the key player. So now Denver's on the move after getting stuffed on their opening possession. Uh-oh, here's a defensive star. Nate Barnett is our key player. 6 versus 5. This is another X versus X scenario. Oh, and luckily, Barnett is a 0. No modifier on that roll, but it's not a very good roll. XX4, no gain. Runner is dogpiled after a slow handoff. So, credit to Nate Barnett for making the stop on that play. That holds Denver to 3. Milwaukee has a 5-3 lead. And now they have the ball and they look to extend. Oh, here we go. Here's one of the choices. So in this case, you don't have to choose the offensive player yet. We can look at the play call. See what we get. So run versus pass or X. So the defense, this is one of those cases where the option goes to the defense. So they look across and figure out, well, that's going to be a run. We're going to go, you don't want to get caught in a pass defense, so they switch to an X. So RX is the matchup. Oh, look at that. I didn't look at the event die. Scratch all that. It's an E4. I was all excited about the play call and all that. All right, E4 is the result. And no gain, and a defender is down. Random defender is going to be Damian Irving down on the play. All right, on a 1, he's injured. It's a 6. He'll be okay. We don't have to mark it again because that's the end of a drive. That's the end of a possession. So the score remains 5-3. As Denver is going to see if they can take the lead here. Lance Ingram, our key player, 5-2. X versus R or X. The defense is going to match. So XX is the result. And 4 plus 1 for the skill value of Ingram is 5. XX 5. This is a pass complete. 1 point. Receiver's drilled, but he shakes it off. Who gets that catch, that hard-earned catch there? Number 4 on the reception. Oh, on the X play, right? Yeah, on X plays. So that's going to be Dyer. 1 point gain. Ethan Dyer gets a reception. Okay. we're going to the event chart. I just went ahead and rolled the die a little out of turn. And that's an E2, so that's a flag on the defense, +1 for illegal contact. Next play, we know that Bryson Parrish, stud offensive lineman, run versus X, and he's going to add 3 to this. Outstanding. Look at that. 11 plus the 3 is RX14, and that's why these charts look a little different than the Turf War charts. RX14. Okay, now this has a lookup for the rusher. Well, we don't know the rusher yet. It's Bryson Parrish is our key player. So it asks, is the runner a 1, 2, or 3 in his skill level? So Ethan Dyer is going to be the player we're looking for. And we know that Ethan Dyer is a 1. So yes, he is gone. The defense can't recover as they get burned, and Dyer takes off for 80 yards and a touchdown. Denver has turned it around now. It is 17-5. There he goes, touchdown. All right, we'll reset back here. Milwaukee's back on the ball, and now they are trailing by 12. So they got to have a touchdown just to regain the lead. 9 points. Wouldn't get it. So can they answer? Let's find out. All right, offensive diamond is LeDarren Clark. So they need a pass or an X play here. This is going to be pass or X versus X. Let's go with pass. So pass, X, LeDarren Clark adding 2. Pass X4. That may not even go anywhere, huh? Pass X4. Is the quarterback rated a 3 in his X level? He is not, therefore it is incomplete. So Fowler, under pressure, can't get that ball to his intended target, LeDarren Clark. And that is a stop. Milwaukee stuck in the mud at the moment. And so in a case like this, it's like, well, who made the stop, right? Flip a card. We're looking for a random defender. So that random defender is Samir McCoy. Number 93, defensive lineman. He brought the pressure that caused Fowler to go incomplete, and so he gets credit for the stop. Denver gets the ball back. Offensive star, Jalen Church. This is going to be, they're going to choose X on an option versus pass. Oh, look at that. I keep forgetting to look at that thing. E11, so we're going to the event chart instead. All right, I'm going to put them on the line of scrimmage. That is a -1 penalty on the offense for illegal contact, and the defense has predominance, which we've already discussed. Can they get out of this jam? Oh, here's a defensive key player. That doesn't bode well. It's Logan Burke. 002. Let's see, run X versus X. So they're going to pick run. So run X is the play matchup, and Logan Burke cannot modify that with his skill levels. Ooh, but it's a terrible roll. RX1. It's a 1-point gain, So they make it. Oh, yeah. And a fumble and a man down on the offense. Now, this is a predominance issue, though, right? I'm going to set that ball on the line because there's a 50% chance that that 1 point gain actually goes for 0 because of predominance. So on a 1 through 3, this is actually a stop and a fumble. It's a 5. They actually pick up the zone. So they cross the line, pick up the zone, then the fumble occurs. All right, we go to the fumble chart. The recovery, defense recovers, roll return. Return is a D12, the adjacent table. 5, a 1 point return, takes it back to 0, -1 on the return. That was a 1 fumble. Wow. And then to sort this out here, I'm going to flip this card to see it was Dyer, confirm that Dyer was carrying. So he gets credit for the 1 point carry. And then the key player on defense was Logan Burke. So he gets credit for the fumble. He doesn't get a stop, but he gets credit for the fumble. And then we're just going to flip a card for a random defender who made the return, and that was Nate Barnett. All right, so Milwaukee. So a lot going on right there. It's not a safety. They just returned it one zone. So they returned it from zone 1 into zone 0. Couldn't quite make it back to the end zone for the safety. But Nate Barnett with a big play there on the fumble recovery. Logan Burke forcing the fumble to begin with. And Dyer picking up a zone. So 3 players had to be sorted out in all of that. And the whole result is a gain and a loss on the return and a net 0 for that drive. So the score doesn't change. It's still 17-5. Milwaukee with a chance to catch up with Denver here. All right, Johnny Franks on defense, key defender. X versus... Oh, run or pass is the choice for the defense. That's tough. I'll go run, since this is Milwaukee we're talking about. That would be my inclination. All right, so since the play type dictated by the offense is an X play, then Johnny Franks 0 will have no effect on this dice roll. Die roll. 4. So XR4 is our final result. All right, this is a smash mouth run. Roll 1d6. Up the gut. On a 1 through 4, it's a gain of 1. All right, who ran that ball? Probably McQuiston. McQuiston is 1 through 4, that's a 4, so yes. Tough run for McQuiston there. Next play, another defender, Mecky Williams, linebacker. Run pass. No, run. The defense has an option to go run here, so they're going to match with a run. He'll subtract 1. Ooh, it's a 2. Not rolling very well. Run 2. No gain. This play bogs down. Mecky Williams gets credit for the stop. Only 1 point for Milwaukee here. Boy, they needed more than that. 17-6 now is the current score, and it's starting to get toward the end of the game. Milwaukee better get something going. Has not, they look kind of disjointed here in this opening game. Ooh, a defensive star. Nate Barnett. Run X versus run, so we're going to go X versus R on this play matchup. And, oh yes, that's also a good choice because it means that Nate Barnett's X isn't going to, his X skill level of 0 isn't going to do anything. 11, XR 11. Pass complete, 4 points wide open on a short route, and then room to burn. It says, so a receiver gets open on Barnett, who can't quite make the play, and that pass goes to Jalen Church, of course. Denver looking to extend their lead here with this drive. That was a good start. What else have they got? Oh, Nate Barnett again gets a shot to redeem himself here on this play. 4 is P or X versus X, so they'll go P. Pass versus X. And in this case, Barnett's going to get to add or subtract his -2 to this dice roll. Luckily, they rolled high enough. That becomes a PX8 instead of a 10. PX8. All right, true or false? The quarterback's X value is 1, 2, or 3. This is Lance Ingram. He is a 1, so that is true. Therefore, complete for 2 points. That is a pass play. Number 4 on the receptions column is Huey Shepard. His first notable play of the game. Denver's driving. Look at that. I don't think I've seen that happen since I've developed this deck. But I just got the same key player on 3 consecutive plays. Nate Barnett again. So Denver's kind of looking for an X play here. Do they get one? They do. That's a 6. X. And the defense can choose X or R. They'll match. So XX is the play. There is no die modifier here. Ooh, Nate Barnett is having a rough time. He's getting picked on this drive, and this is not an easy guy to pick on. He's actually a pretty good linebacker. So XX12 complete, 5 points. They don't need that many. That's enough to get them to the end zone. This is a screen play that goes for over 30 yards and a touchdown. It is an X play, so I'll flip for ball distribution. I'll look at X3, Huey Shepard. 30-yard touchdown play to Shepard on the screen. 14 more points for Denver. Look at that. 21, that makes it 31-6. Milwaukee running out of time here. They don't want to get blown out on their opening game, demoralize their new fans. Tom Dixon, our key player on the offensive side. P or X versus R. So let's go P versus R. And he is going to add nothing. He is 0 on the pass. But pass run is a good matchup to have. So PR8 is our final result. Complete, 4 points on a beautiful diving catch downfield. Nice enough. Good enough blocking by Tom Dixon. The pass went to Brandon Giles. All right, now Milwaukee's showing some signs of life. Xavier Tompkins is the key defender here, key player. Ooh, another pass run matchup. Defensive coordinators getting fooled here. Tompkins will subtract 2 on this pass play. Pass run 10, still a pretty good result. Complete, 6 points, touchdown, over the middle. Caught it in stride. And since that is across from Xavier Tompkins, I'm going to just go ahead and credit that to Clark. That's an option if you like to do that sort of thing, based on head-to-head matchups with the team sheets. Or if you want, you can flip and do the ball distribution thing. In this case, these two were hooked up, and it goes as a 60-yard touchdown play to LeDarren Clark. 14 points. Just what Milwaukee needed to stay in this game. The updated score now, 31-20. They need to get a stop on the home team and get the ball back, and we could have an exciting finish. On the other hand, Denver is looking to, they need to get a stop on the home team and get the ball back, and we could have an exciting finish. On the other hand, Denver is looking to burn the clock here. We're not in crunch time yet, but they need to sustain this drive. Anyway, Ronnie Franks, key player. 3 versus 5. Pass X +1. 6. Pass X 6 is a complete pass for 1 point on a quick slant that just beats the pressure. Ethan Dyer with the reception, his second of the game. Go ahead and flip this too. All right, we have a key player on defense, Alexander Stevens. This is X versus R, so Stevens is not going to factor in with a modifier on the next play. XR7. 2-point gain, and the key player is down. Stevens is down on the play. The 1 says he's injured. I'll put that there for now. I'll move it to the player reference if need be. We're toward the end here. So Denver is doing exactly what they need to do to put this game away. They have one more play before crunch time. Jalen Church, key player. It is a run, pass. Run, pass. So he's going to add +1. 9 + 1 is 10. And is the runner a 3? Well, I'm going to assume Jalen Church is the runner on this run play. Is he listed as a runner? Yes, he is. He is listed as a runner on run plays. So he is not a 3. So instead of a big gain, he gets a gain of 2, and that's just fine. So I'm going to put Church down. For a 20-yard run. And now we enter crunch time. So I'll bracket that off. They're going into ball control mode. So now we switch to the middle row. As they're going to burn more time. Ooh, and they get an offensive choice on this. Doggone. 4-4. That is pass X. Now this is interesting. This is good to see. Both teams have the option. So whenever both teams have the option, the defense must select first. So they're going to select pass. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong row. So it's pass versus pass in this case on the ball control. Believe it or not, pass versus pass. This is 7-man football, so it's fairly pass heavy. All right, so scratch what I said about the option. I saw that and I got excited about it for a second, but we are in the ball control row. And we're going to add, let's use Lance Ingram's +2 on this play because the offense has a choice. So 10 makes 12. And is the quarterback a 2 or 3? Yes, we know that he is, so that statement is true. Therefore, that is a 4-point completion. The quarterback and the target are on the same page. Beautifully executed play. They're almost to the end zone. The pass play goes to Church. So he's having a pretty good day now. He's got 3 receptions of 30 yards or more. And with this play here, using 2 slots in ball control mode, this could end the game. Could also be a touchdown. They're right on the doorstep. Ball control for Denver. Key player is, guess who? It would have been Alexander Stevens. Instead, it's linebacker John Smith and his 0 rating. Run or X versus pass. Yeah, of course they're going to run versus pass. So we'll go RP. With that, that should be an easy touchdown, especially with no modifier involved. So a linebacker off the bench trying to stop a run play on the goal line while being prepared for a pass play, that does not bode well for Milwaukee. I think Denver's about ready to just smoke them here. Run pass 4 is not a great roll. Oh, what do you know? Run pass 4. 1-point gain, that's just enough. Should have had more, but the runner stumbles across the goal line. That's all he needed. He gets past that middle linebacker. That's a 1-zone gain for a touchdown. 14 more points. And the runner was Dyer. There we go. So there will not be a complete 6th exchange in this game. 14 more points makes the final score 45-20. So there we go. We got to see some option plays. Got to see an injury. A couple stuns that didn't matter, as I recall. And as this game got going, it started slow, but as it got going, we racked up some points. And your final here, Denver starts the season well with a 45-20 victory over Milwaukee. All right, I guess that does it, and I'll get these videos uploaded.